But yeah, dude, literally for weeks, I was getting all the chud streamer university applications. I was getting like all these fellers and I was like, oh my God, this is like the worst stuff ever. But then I kind of feel bad for them because like as much as some of these fellows are like maybe the worst streamers ever, they got snubbed by like literal OnlyFans models with 24 hours of stream time ever. Like they've streamed for like maybe 50 hours all time, and it's only been since they applied to Stream University. And like, as much as it like is like whatever, he can accept whoever he wants, it's his event, people are giving him shit. OnlyFans models with 50 hours of total stream time. Like, at a certain point, you just are running groupie university. Like, oh, so I got all my friends at this university, and like we're all in these dorm rooms, and I just invited 30 hot motherfuckers to show out. I'm just like, you know how fucking gobsmacked these poor chuds would have been sitting, watching the Streamer University thing, watching an OnlyFans girl get picked over them? I'm not even as mad about like Sky Jackson, the girl from Jesse, or like whatever, he picked all his friends, like whatever, that doesn't matter. I'm more surprised who he picked that he didn't know, like who got selected that he didn't know. That for me is like that's like the so this is what it's about. He just picked like bunch of bad bitches. Like it's like I'm like, oh, I understand what's going on here. And it's like it's a little bit rough, right? Because maybe he sold a bit of a false promise to some of these poor fellas. But like, I gotta show you what I'm talking about here too. He definitely had an intention when he made his choices, but it's just like some of them are just actually just like what explain that to me. How do you justify selecting an OnlyFans model with 30? You're just like, well, actually, I don't know, dude. When I watched her sit and talk on stream, I thought she had some really good potential to be a top streamer. It's like that's kind of just like a disservice to like actual women in the industry, picking a girl that just does OnlyFans. So it's like, what? We want this girl to be as streamer you because she's hot. Like like I don't know. I think it's rough. People are like, oh, at least he did 59, 48 women, men. It's like, yeah, but look at some of the women that he picked. The men too. But it's also like he's got to put on an event that people want to watch. And if he just accepted the people that were on my Instagram reels, I don't think that he would have been. I don't think that would have worked. I don't even know if I can show this girl's Instagram page.
Angel, cracked you.
What's going on here? Yeah, Kai. No, I'm sure you thought she was gonna be top 5 streamers, dude. No, Kai, man. I wonder why you accepted this girl at Stream University. I hear she's great at Roblox. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Could you imagine being the poor fellas that like got snubbed? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like I need to find the guy that I'm talking about. Day 25 of applying to streamer you. You gotta. Oh, the guy isn't even here. I need to find him. This guy!
Yes, I am Joe Shores. I mean, telling you what, I should go to streamer universities.
Who the hell you think you is? Yeah, I see you. This ain't for you, Casamets.
Like this poor chud applied for 31 days straight. And like, yeah, they were all awful. But
it's me, Joe Shores, and I want to tell y'all why I should go to streamer universities, man.
This guy showed up for 30 days and got beat out by an OnlyFans model. like at a certain point of like, I hated getting those videos on my reels, but I just feel bad, man. There was all these fucking losers that applied to this. And here's the truth, okay? Here's the truth. You can call them whatever you want, okay? But you can't call them losers for like chasing whatever dream it is that they have. Like, sure, it's fucking cringe and it's awful, but people sitting on the sidelines that are like slaving away at some job they fucking hate, like, you can't get mad at people applying to this stuff. Do I think Streamer U is like the path to the top? Probably not. I don't think it's really that great, but like at the same time, I think principally seeing people push towards some sort of goal that they care about, whether or not they actually care about it, whether or not they actually stream, whether or not it actually means something to them, I think that's like good. So I think I can call it cringe because I stream, and so I'm doing something that I feel like is in pursuit of some sort of goal. But like, I don't know, we just got some miserable motherfuckers that are just calling everything cringe nowadays, and yeah, but yeah, dude, she's gonna be a great streamer. I mean, would you not prefer her over what that guy was doing? Yeah, if I'm Kai Cenat, I'm probably like, man. Freshly single Kai Cenat looking at this guy's application versus hers. He's like, I don't know, just something about her camera quality. But it's like, I think when she got accepted to this, it just really made it clear to me like what this is all about. I was like, okay. Like, there's other streamers that got picked that are like, you know, conventionally attractive women that like stream and like, you know. But this one for me was like, I was like, okay, all right. I didn't sit around and like Google each one of them when they came out. I literally just was like, what kind of name is Angel Crack to you? And like, look at this is what I'm talking about. So she had a big July 2025 and then has streamed 3 hours, 7, 17, 5. Like, like, I guess chase whatever goal you want, but like at a certain point, can we just call a spade a spade? You know what I mean? Can we just call a spade here? Like, I don't think this is like ideal like streamer that's grinding. You know what I mean? Does Stream University genuinely work? The only person I've seen it work for is Paige. But that's because Paige has been working. Paige has been grinding on like streaming like for years and then got an opportunity to like put what she does in front of a larger audience. And so like she's great. And I think she was going to do well from the get. But no, for 90% of people, they probably get 1,000 followers on Instagram from it and then they're never heard from again. Which, I mean, whatever. I have a better schedule than that. No, seriously. But it's whatever, dude. Like, I'm not like, I should have gotten this at her. I didn't even apply. I don't care about this stuff. I don't think there's like a linear way to success. But I think it's like, I think Paige is also like different. I think Paige is like a very unique person. And so I think she didn't like fill in with the rest of like the sort of slop. Which I think is why she like stood out as someone doing something that's like different than the rest of the audience or maybe the rest of the crowd there, because it's a pretty how do you put this, homogenous crowd. Like, it's a pretty homogenous type of streamer. So I just hope they give more people like that a chance. Like, I hope they just find it. I think they did. They actually picked some pretty cool people to put into the university this year. So like maybe it'll be cool. But I think they also realized that most of the success that came from Stream University last year was when big streamers like collabed and did things. So now I just don't think they give a fuck. And so it's like, yeah, why would you not want to fill the background of Stream University with Angel Cracked You over fucking Joe Shorts? Because this guy's probably going to like...
Yours, I am Joe Schwartz, and you want to know why I should be let into Streamer University, man?
This guy's going to be fucking chewing on the fence outside the university. Like, why is he already talking about it like he has a restraining order? Like, here's why I should be let in. It's rough, dude. And like, I don't know. I think it's hard, but I don't know if this was the method. I also think this is like 2016 lolcow behavior. Like, I think this is just a guy who like, maybe he's...
Hey, kids. Joe Schwartz.
Yeah, maybe we should have not let this guy in, actually. Good call, Kai. If you actually give a shit about who Kai Cenat invited, then you got other problems. People are like, yeah. People are really pressed about it. I just don't think that we should pretend that it's not like, let me get all the people that I like and all these streamers. Like, I think it's more like, who do we think could hang out with us is more like the vibe that Streamer University gives off. It's like, who do we think would be fine to be in the background of our streams? And You know what I mean? This girl's whole ass is out. I can't even show this. Okay. Yeah, so I think Strays would have dominated that shit, not gonna lie. Did Strays apply? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of rough. I think, yeah. That's rough that he didn't get in. Because I think he would have been good. I think there's a lot of people. I was watching his reaction. Damn, was he pissed or what? And calling a spade is not carrying a Kai Cenat lets in. No, I think it's just like, I'm not like, oh, you shouldn't be in there. But it's like, I'm just looking at him like, yeah, this is not a representation of what it means to be a small streamer on Twitch. This is a representation of like, every guy that I saw that was there was either not a big streamer because they were a big YouTuber or had a big Instagram following. I didn't really see anybody that's like sub 1,000 Instagram followers, sub 1,000 Twitch followers. Every guy that I saw was either big on another platform or one of Kai Cenat's friends. And then every girl was either a big streamer or big on another platform or just hot. And like maybe there's going to be like, you can pull 3 niche picks out of there that aren't in those categories. But like, I think it's just kind of what you expect, right? It kind of became more of like I don't know. Big day for hot girls. Yeah, part of it is a little bit like, I feel like they're setting up the Afghans dynamic where it's like, I don't know. I think it's just a little bit interesting. All your small streamers are hot women and they're trying to make it in an industry, and then they bring all the big streamers into the university. It's just like, yeah, we flew out Angel cracked you to streamer you. It's just like okay. All right. But I don't know. If you think Kai is not like Afghans, you got to be blind. There's no way that man isn't evil. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not gonna levy allegations against it. I think he's whatever, but I don't know. I think there's just some questionable selection practices there that might create just like an interesting situation at the actual university. But yeah, like I don't know. It just didn't. I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't look right. Like maybe last year it was more like a mix of like actual small streamers. Like you didn't know really anybody that got accepted. But now it's like, now the recipe for success just seems to be bringing people. I mean, the thing is, he wants it to be successful. So you just bring in people who you know can entertain, right? Bring in people that you know can like generate an Instagram following or whatever following, and then try and teach them how to stream. Sky Jackson, but the thing is, like, people like, oh, why is Sky Jackson there? It's like, I don't think Sky Jackson is a good Twitch streamer, so like, why does it even matter? It's just like, what is it going to be, like the Disney celebrity cameo? She walks in the room and everybody like claps. Like, what is that going to like? Nah, dude, I started fucking with Sky Jackson streams, man. They're unreal. Benny, thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. It's not already like this. A second a hot woman comes on the screen, but it's not even like Molly. But I don't even blame the fucking chatters. I blame the way that like that. To be honest, a lot of these streamers just have women on their stream as like groupies. Like it's not even like they get brought in to like, oh, here, say something funny. It's like here, sit in the background in some wild outfit and like treat it like we're at a club. It's just cooked. Cause then it's like, oh, this streamer is cool because he's got girls in the background of his stream. There's actually just like some real like chud cuck shit that goes on where like people sit down and watch that. I think that there's like probably something wrong with your brain if you're sitting down and watching that. Yo, Flag by Max got bad bitches on stream tonight. Yes, W. We 5-star. Like that fella that was in chat was like a perfect example of that. No, you don't get it. I'm 5-star. And he's like probably 800 pounds, dude. Ever heard of Shed 17? Is that like a band? Is that music? Shed Gang? No, Drain Gang. Just got different appliances. Spout Gang. We got fine girls in our community. You see the picture of the guy like dapping up the TV, like trying to get in the hug? Like that's what it is. That's what it is. Well, their audience are like actual kids. I don't even think it's actual kids. I think it's actually like 25-year-old men. I think a lot of these people online are like sure they're kids, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just interesting. What's your opinion of Thomas the Tank Engine? Goated show. It's like Seuss and his Fuck-a-Fan contest. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's also weird to like present that like I think there's like that girl, like that OnlyFans girl, like maybe I'm just judging her based off of like what I see she posts, but like to bring a girl like that and then sit her down like next to someone like Cinna, who like has spent like the majority of her career online, like not the majority, but like a lot of the time, just kind of like a background thing is like her having to deal with fucking creeps and weirdos and like people objectifying her and sexualizing her, and then in the same breath you have women that are using the exact same platform, trying to garner the exact same audience to sexualize themselves and monetize it. It's like, if you're the top of the industry, would you not want to maybe select women that help support the females in the industry and not pick ones that are looking to cash out on the shit that women in the industry have been trying to like steer away from for a long time? Like, I don't think OnlyFans has been as rampant on Twitch as it is on Instagram, because Twitch requires you to have some sort of like coherent ability to like talk. And so on Instagram, you could just show your ass. And like, it's like, whatever, like they're just going to go find the link. But on Twitch, you have to actually like say something. And I know that there is a whole side of like the hot tubs and pools community on Twitch that does that. But I think it's a little bit interesting to like select a bunch of, or not a bunch, but select any woman that does that and then bring her to a university where you're trying to bring other female streamers in and have them like talk about what got them there. And you got this girl like showing ass for cash and like monetizing her Twitch audience to like buy her OnlyFans. You know? I can assure you Kai Cenat is not sitting there thinking about, should I put an OnlyFans girl next to a woman who has fought her way to the top? But I think he should. I know you're saying like he didn't think about that, but like, I think if I'm, like, I just can't imagine those two sitting down next to each other and you're like, these are two people in the same industry trying to do the same thing, because they're not. They're not. And I think the more that you fan the flames of women on Twitch doing OnlyFans, I think you fuck it up for the women on Twitch that don't, because this platform is so bent off of the relationship that you develop with a streamer more than any other platform, more than Instagram, more than TikTok, right? And so it's like, if you are just allowing, you know, the second that flame did get fanned for a little bit, like 2020, it was pretty dark on here, dude. It was like every woman was in the just chatting category, sucking on ear microphones and had their boobs out. And it was like, yo, like, it was a tough time. And like, that's kind of rescinded now that there's been this push for like actual streamers to like move to the top. And so like, you can sit and be 100 viewer Andy with everybody gooning in your chat, but like, how fulfilling is that really? But I just think it's like, I think it's just questionable. I think it's just questionable. You know, you say you want one thing, you say you want a platform like streamers that are like good representations of like female content creators. You know, if you actually want to learn shit, then don't go to the actual university and watch the professors actually spit real advice. The professors are not going to spit any fucking real advice that isn't already out there, though. Do you think anybody's going to sit down and like actually like take a note? The only person that's going to be interesting is that one tech guy who like explains how you can like get like robocams and all that stuff. That's going to be cool. But it's going to be like, oh, you know, you should clip your stream and then post it, you know? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I mean. What an intro message. I'm not even reading what that fella said. But I don't know. I think that's my take on it, dude. That's my take on it. I can just tell these are British fellas, too. More funny tastes. Sitting at home with a bowl cut somewhere, just angry as hell. Lee Harvey Oswald on duty. Seriously. We're paying Molly per Chatterband. Oh, right, gosh. Oh, shit. You get, man. Well, I'm going to talk about my fanny next. So here I go. 3, 2, 1. But yeah, like, look, I'm sure if I sat down and went through all the streamers who got accepted, it would be like, oh, okay, maybe there's some good ones in here. Maybe, you know, maybe there's actually some like potential. But I think it's like, yeah, sure, you have potential. It's like how good can it be? You know what I mean? It's like, how good could the roster actually be if you have like, it's like if you're giving a class presentation and the presentation is really good, but like halfway through you shit your pants. The presentation was great, but like, you're like, you can't really look past certain parts of the presentation. You know? I'm not trying to make fun of Brits, but that fellow is clearly British. First of all, he said your mum, M-U-M. Then the second fellow said Fanny. I think Stream University is stupid. Well, I think it's a good concept, and I think it does work, but I guess it doesn't work unless you have like 70% people that know how to stream and 30% people that don't, and then the 30% either like fail or make it. But I think also maybe the idea of Stream University has gotten lost with the amount of people that he accepted that are not actually small streamers. And so now it's just becoming a 5-week like TwitchCon. You know what I mean? The Cage fella, yeah, that but I think there's also like a level of like destitute. Seeing fuckers cry online for not getting into Stream University. People I know. And I'm just like, I don't know if this was your make or break. I don't know if Streamer University was going to be your make or break. Like, sure, you can be upset about it, but I don't know what people see as an actionable outcome from Streamer University. No, it's 5 days long. It's 5 days long. Like, I don't know why people would be that upset. Oh, my dream is done. Dude, you go post a clip. like, I don't know. Like, I think that there's way better ways to, like, get success online and streaming, like, other than Streamer U. Like, sure, you can be like, oh, this was going to be my one opportunity, but I don't know. Yeah, and from what I noticed last year going into this year is that the actual growth of small streamers got from it. I've noticed a lot of smaller streamers didn't gain much from it, and most traction came from bigger names. It's almost a publicity stunt at this point. It is a publicity stunt, and I think that the people that did well were the ones that were able to like create connections outside of Stream University and like kind of climb their way up a little bit. Like, not that I like, you know, I'm not sitting down tracking Paige's like, you know, things, but I've seen her clips and like where she kind of came from in terms of the people that she knew. And you know, she met people at the university. Like, she met like Arky, who knew like a bunch of people, and then like that fella's connected to this fella, and then you get invited to this thing and this thing. You kind of just pinball your way up. Not that it's easy, but like it's like you get pulled into a network, and now she's playing fucking Mecha Chameleon and Pokemon with XQC. Like, it's like, you know. Didn't know how to maintain an audience when they go home. They just have them booted up desktop. Yeah, they did boot up Marvel Rivals. It's tough. And it's also tough because you go to a university, like you go to a thing like that as a small streamer, and you're bad. Like, I don't think you understand, like, streaming's not easy. You're bad. The people that made it out of Stream University had been streaming for like 2 or 3 years up until that point. Paige had been streaming. You're not going to show up to a Streamer University and like instantly capture an audience. And I think that was the thing that they realized, was that if you just get a bunch of people who have no following anywhere, have never done anything ever, and you give them this one opportunity, they're never going to make anything of it because they don't know what they're doing. And so I think that's the reason why they opted for people that had some following somewhere, some Instagram following, some YouTube following, because they're like, oh, at least these people can garner and like engage an actual audience, and they can do something somewhere. And so like maybe they're gonna be able to make that like turn that into being a good streamer. Yeah, like 90% of lottery winners, they like lose half their money and their family kills them. So yeah, that's the truth of it. I think it's just like it's a tough concept to maybe introduce small streamers to, and so maybe that's what he realized this year, was like half of the fellas sat in their dorm rooms, didn't really do much, and just thought like, oh, being at the Stream University and having that in my title and then getting 200 viewers for the day was like gonna stick, and then it doesn't when you're not there. these people are better off not going. Well, I think the truth of it is that you're better off not going if you're actually motivated and want to do this, because you're better to just do things to like grow your garden. It's like if you started a garden and you planted a fucking oak tree in the middle of it. And you're like, what kind of fucking garden do you have? You got this one thing. And it's like, you kind of have to have a bit of a forest going. You kind of have to have things on the move. It's like, you know, Stream University is like fertilizer. It's like, it makes everything grow. If you have nothing growing and there's nothing in your garden, you're just going to have like tall grass. You know what I mean? You're just going to have tall grass. And so for people like Paige, and that's always my go-to example, who had things going and was like a good streamer with a community and like, and shit there. When that fertilizer hits, it grows what you have developing. But if you don't have anything developed and you roll up to this thing with nothing, it's pretty rare that you're going to come out of there with anything, because like you've developed nothing. And so I think they probably realized at Stream University last year, there's probably just a bunch of fellas that, we're all the same, you know, we're all the same. Everybody's like, I got the personality to make it. It's like, what do you think that means? Like, this isn't like it's a personality thing, but it's like not. There's a lot more to streaming than like personality. It's like, oh, like my friends like me, so I think I probably have a good shot at this. It's like, where do you think the bar is to be a big streamer? You think it's personality?